everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans will kick this away, start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A handoff to the back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running past the 35. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting him off. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Physical run earns the first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground. They've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. You're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Powering through. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And is intercepted. Gets into space at the 50. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, Nick, so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Ncaa offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
The Trojans line it up with first and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. And the defense there to smother that option play.
Brings up third and goal.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that point.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch but did not get a foot down there, signaling incomplete.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team on the field now. It's on to kick it away, helping his team to field position. This one will be fair caught.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 3, Miami 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Receiver in motion now. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're going to run it. In the clear at the 25. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he fires the football to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Oh, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Perkins. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Hurricanes bring their punt team onto the field.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. It's a draw play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Got the first down, now looking for more. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. He's moving out of the pocket. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made by the sophomore quarterback, showing us the arm strength.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
That completion makes it second and short. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
And the Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes come up to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks right for a quick completion. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Perkins. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there. Poor defense brings him down. Break the huddle on third and goal, still looking for their first points of the game. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, remember... Just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And the running back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USA 17, Miami 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. When this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol formation.
691, Gators Spark.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense.
Last green 25.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Trojans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Double right.
There's the handoff. Oh, what a move. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And the Trojans will line up here on first down and goal.
42 Spider.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Southern California. Still no answer for this offense. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. Defense is coming after him. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Ready up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Moves.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, USC. And this one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Single back takes the handoff. Running with purpose. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, SC. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Oh, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
691, Gators score.
Looking to pass here. Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield. It's Perkins. Throwing for his running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Canes are going to cash in this red zone trip. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking right, this one caught. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Well, frankly,